48 days until kickoff at Arrowhead, where, according to Bucky Brooks, friend of the show on FoxSports.com.
Is he?
The third best roster in the NFL hosts the Ravens. Here's Bucky's best roster. Number one. Hold on. You agree with number one?
No, I don't.
All you do is
I don't.
You say they're the Avengers.
I don't.
You ever hear him call the Chiefs the Avengers?
Nick's in a quandary.
I'm not in a quandary.
Exactly.
Can I just go?
Can
I just go?
Go ahead, but then we're coming back.
Okay, that's fine. You guys say everything you want. Because everything I say about the Niners or about the Eagles or anything is about their rosters 2 through 53. So the question I would ask everyone here, including I like Bucky. Brew doesn't trust him anymore ever since he stole the Bud list from him. But I still like Bucky. This is a terrible take. I'm going to present to you a thought experiment. Because here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to print out all 32 rosters and the players' names on it. Okay? Yeah. We're going to print them all out. Everyone on the team is on that piece of paper. And then you pick the best team. Because I'm going to pick the one who the first name listed is Patrick Mahomes, and the second name listed is Chris Jones, and then Travis Kelce, and then whomever else. If the goal is to win championships, and it's the best roster, is Patrick Mahomes' name on the roster? So he's included. So I think the Chiefs have the best roster. And the evidence I would present is the last 2 years' playoffs and regular seasons and Super Bowls and all of it. Yeah, they clearly have the best roster. And if you are trying to pick the best roster and you are presented with the option to take the one with Patrick Mahomes, that's the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions, and you're like, no, I'll take a different one, you're wrong and a dope. That's all. That's all.
I don't trust Bucky.
I like Bucky. It's a bad take. Wilds, what roster would you like?
Okay, let me step in here, because I don't have much of a problem with what Bucky put together.
Okay.
All right. Now, the Chiefs have been the best team. You know why? Not because they have the absolute best roster. They had 3 All-Pros last year. 3. San Francisco has 7, and that wasn't even including Nick Bosa. All right, who had a down year.
Why did they win the Super Bowl?
Because of Patrick Mahomes.
Is he on the roster?
But we're talking about the whole roster.
Right, but is
Patrick
he on it?
Mahomes is the greatest player in the league, and it's a nice gap.
Well, then that
why
team
the
probably
Chiefs,
has the best roster.
That's why. No, they don't have the best roster because they got the best player.
But is he on the roster?
He's so great. Like the Bulls, I don't think always had the best roster.
So you would pick pick a roster over theirs.
They had Mike. No, I'd pick a roster, yes, but I'd say the Bulls are going to win because of one guy.
But is he on the roster?
I don't agree with your logic. I'm looking at the entire
roster. I said print the roster.
Okay, the Niners. Arguably one of the best receiving corps in the league.
Yeah.
And when you compare it to the Chiefs, definitely a better receiving corps. The best running back in the league.
Yes.
The best left tackle in the league.
Yes.
The best linebacker in the league.
I agree with all of this.
Yeah. Okay? Yeah. You got the best quarterback.
That's fine. If those two teams played, who do you think would win?
Probably don't have the best.
Probably
we'll see when they play again.
Right,
it's
but
close.
But if you had to pick,
it's
who
close.
would win?
But that's not what it's about. The best you got the best player.
Is
that's
he
what
on
you
the
got.
Wilds?
I don't think that's I don't like that take.
Josh, can you double check?
Is Patrick Mahomes on the roster?
I think he is.
Okay, then I think then Chiefs have the best roster.
No,
what are we talking about? No. They're the 2-time defending
We're talking about depth.
No.
We're talking about a team having 7 All-Pros versus 3.
Wait a moment here. If it said deepest rosters, I would listen to it. If it said most well-rounded rosters, it had none of those qualifiers. It just had the best. And if you are asking me if we are evaluating a team by best, meaning best, how would we determine who the best football team is? Could we have a tournament?
Yeah.
Could we have a tournament annually and see who wins
like
it?
College football does.
Like something like that. If the same team keeps winning it, and we can't say, oh, but they had a major offseason loss, like they're a totally different team, and they're mostly the same team, then I'm going to say that team has the best roster. And you can say it's a top-heavy.
They got the best player.
Okay.
By far.
Bro.
And that's why they keep winning.
Let me just ask a question, to be very honest.
And they got a really good roster.
If none of these teams if they were all team league free agents, and you could just be like, hey, man, you get $1 million if this team wins our football championship at the end of the year. You can have any of these rosters, 1 through 53. Which one would you pick right now?
Look, I get it. They got a very good roster.
Right, but which one would you pick
a player
that
that is phenomenal.
Okay,
but I don't look at it that way. I'm looking at it who has the best players overall, and I think the Niners overall have better players slightly because the Chiefs got a really good roster, but they got a guy that takes them over the top.
Is that
that's why he's so great. No, maybe I think Mahomes is greater than Nick does.
No, I
think Mahomes is so great he doesn't need the dream team roster, nor does he have it.
I agree, but is if that guy's on the roster, it makes him the best roster. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.